Now, a person who contracts a particular disease requires treatment with a certain drug. The concentration of C in of that drug in the bloodstream, T hours after taking the dose, is given by the equation, this equation. The concentration C is measured as 0.075 5 hours after taking the first dose. Alright, this means CT equals 0.075, and it means T also equals 5. Is that alright? So replace 0.075 for CT, and then do 0.02 times 5 minus A times 5 cubed. Has anybody got 0.075? Take away this. What's it? Is it 0.1, is it? 0.075 take away 0.1 is minus 0.025 is equal to minus 125A. What's A going to be equal then? 0.025 divided by 125. And what you get for that? 3 zeros and a 2, is it? 3 zeros, not 2 zeros. 3 zeros. Who got 0.002 there, guys? Alright, awesome. For how many hours is some of the drug still in the bloodstream? Alright. Get off. Alright. What's the easy way to figure out a ballpark range of where you're at? Use the f of x function, and what we're going to say? 0.02x minus, and a is minus 0.0002 t cubed. I can lob all that into the calculator really quickly. I can go, no bother, table function 0.02 x minus 0.0002 x cubed. I'll start at 0, I'll end at 20, I'll go up a step of 1. Right, that's your concentration in your bloodstream. I think somebody's ringing me. No, actually. Alright. 10 hours it goes to 0. Everybody see that? So, why did the negative numbers not matter? You can't have a negative concentration, can you? That'd be like me reaching into your body and taking it back out again. Or taking out stuff that's not even there. So it's only valid, so we know the answer is 10, don't we? Now how are we going to get that answer? Well, to get that answer, we're going to put it equal to 0. So alright. What can we take out of both equations? Anybody? Any takers? The concentration is 0. Take out T. And what are you left with? 0.02 minus 0.00. Yeah? Either T equals 0 or 0.02 equals 0.00202. I hate when there's tons of zeros. Not my friends. Alright. So 0.02 divided by 0.0002 is 100. 100 equals t squared. T must equal 10. We all good? Explain why the graph is approximately linear up to 10. What does approximately linear mean? It means it keeps the same slope, doesn't it? And unfortunately for me, I have to go back to my table function again and show you why it's like that. Alright. 0.02x minus 0.0002 x cubed. Alright. 0 to 10. We okay with this? Look at the gap. Ready? 0. It goes up by a gap of 0.198. Everybody cool with that? Then what happens? It goes up by another 0.19 roughly, doesn't it? goes up by, see the way the gap between the numbers is roughly the same? If the gap is roughly the same, it means the slope is roughly the same. That went up by 0.13, next one went up by 0.12, next one went up by 0.11. Now it's on its way down, isn't it? Does it go up there? It went up there and then down there. So it's sort of always on its way down, isn't it? With a little wobble, so it looks approximately linear, particularly at the start, because the rate of change, the concentration change, is dropping all the time. Here, give me a look. 0.01. The concentration goes up steadily from 0 to 6, which is linear, and then it starts to drop. So it's linear at the start, but I disagree with that. I think it goes up and then back, down again. Who wants to see the graph? Yeah, let's do it. Right, lads, if you want to see the graph from 0 to 10, here's what it looks like. What the? That's right. We're going to draw this graph using our table, using just the graph calculator here. So what is it? X is it? What's the value again? 0.02 t cubed. T is it? Minus 0.0002 x cubed. And I need to reduce that to a small x. Alright, now, can't see anything, can you? So here's what I have to do. I have to come over here and I have to drag this up. The scale is too small to see anything, so you're going to need a really, really large scale. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody see the scale? It's sort of linear at the start, isn't it? And then what happens? You hit a maximum concentration and then you're on your way down. I would not say that's anything close to linear, would you? I'd say it's slightly linear from 0 to 5 or 0 to 4. And then after that it doesn't resemble a linear pattern at all. And that's sort of what I said in the, that's what I said using the calculator. It's linear for the first 4 hours, but then it hits a maximum and then comes back down again. And it doesn't represent a linear pattern at all. Alright, that's what I think anyway. Let's keep going. This one. A large rectangular poster is subdivided into 6 purple squares, each of side x meters, with dividing strips y meters wide as shown. Find the area of the full poster in terms of x and y. Okay. X squared, x squared, x squared, x squared, x squared, and x squared. We good so far? Alright. See this little part here? Any ideas for the blue part? It's y across and x down, so it's going to be xy is the blue parts. That's also an xy, isn't it? And that part there is also an xy. Is everybody happy it's x multiplied by y for the blue parts? It's y across, y by x. Yeah? What about here? It's also an xy, isn't it? That makes sense as well. So how many blue parts do we have in total? Is it? 7. So 7xy. How many x squareds do we have? And what about these little red, what about these two little red parts in here? They're both y squared, aren't they? So 2y squared. Anybody do it a different way? Yeah, same answer though? No. Done. If the area of the dividing strips can be written in the form kxy plus 2y squared, find k. Well, we have the dividing strips there, don't we? Where are they? The dividing strips is the two yellow parts. So what does it say for k then? k equals 7. If the total area of the purple is 1.5 and the area of the dividing strips is 1 meters, find x and hence find an equation for y to solve it. No bother. Okay, how many x squareds do we have? And we're told that the purple parts equal 1.5. What's 1.5 divided by 6? Is it 0.25? And what's the square root of 0.25? Everybody happy with x being 0.5? Okay. And what does it say about the pink strips? What's the area of all the pink strips combined? Huh? 1. What do we know about the x value? And what's 7 times 0.5? Yeah, this one's handy. Anybody get that? Is it a minus b formula to solve it? I could multiply by 2, couldn't I? Who got an answer for that when you did the minus b formula? Anybody? Will you close that? What? Y equals 0.25? What's the other answer? Negative? Yeah. So the other thing is negative, so we don't need it. Is everybody happy I did the minus b formula to solve the quadratic equation? Alright. Any questions thus far? Alright. Squares of sides x centimeters are cut from the four corners of a rectangular piece of cardboard measuring 48 by 96. Alrighty. I don't like that diagram, it's too small. Here's what we're going to do. What did you say, 48 by 96 was it? Alright. Alright. So is everybody happy that we cut away the 4 parts on the side, yeah? Now, if I was being honest, it should look a bit more like this. So you're all happy with the parts I'm missing now? And you can fold that into a rectangular box. Okay, now we got to figure out the size of this box. Well, you remove the X on this side and you remove the X on that side, so what does that mean? 96 minus, and what about the other one? 48 minus, and what about the fold height? X, isn't it? So essentially you're dealing with a rectangular box like this. And one length is, what's the length again? 96 minus 2x. What? Give me a sec. Oh, a double fold. Yeah. And a single fold. Lovely. So, the length got, the width only got 2x taken off it, but the length actually got 4x. So there's a double fold there. Thank you, Thomas. Sorry. So there's actually a double fold here. So it's another one again, another fold again here. So that actually makes it an extra x on either one, which makes that 96 take away 4x. That what you got, Tom? Yeah. Right. So that's actually 96 take away 4x, which is very good. The width, lads. Yeah. And finally the height. Right, what's the question you want me to do? Find the volume. How do you find the volume? Length by width by height. Is it alright if Tom just gives me the answer? I assume you can multiply three numbers by each other. What you get, Tom?
Volume I got 8x brackets 24 minus x b squared. Or, yeah.
Okay, just you could do it like that. I don't know why you do it like that. Give me a second. What's the next part look like? Okay. Fair enough. Doesn't necessarily say we have to multiply it all out. I usually multiply it all out, but no big deal. So here's what Tom essentially did there. He actually factorized these. What can you take out of the two of them? You can say that's 2 times 24 minus x, and what about this one? 4 times, anybody? 24 minus, yeah, and do you know what it becomes then? It becomes x multiplied by 2 times 24 minus x multiplied by 4 times 24 minus x. And it sort of makes it really obvious where the roots are. I think, do you know what would have happened to most of you guys? Most of you guys would have multiplied that out, and then you would have had to do the factor theorem to find out where the roots are, or you would have had to put it into your table function. Okay, so guess where this crosses the axis? 8x equals 0, x equals 0, or 24 minus x equals 0, and x equals, but it's x equals 24 twice, which is a repeated root. So if you look at the next diagram here, see the way it's 24, 0. When the x value is 24, your volume is 0. When your x value is 0, your volume is 0. Is that alright? Right, what domain set of values of x are valid for making this box? Any x value bigger than 0 but smaller than 24 results in a volume being bigger than. It's not a box if the volume is 0. Do you get it? What else is valid? And any value of x bigger than 24. Does everybody get that? Any x value that results in a value bigger than 0. So the yellow part is valid and the blue part is valid. It's just the parts where it equals 0 aren't valid. Okay? So as an example, if you chose an x value of 10, your volume would be somewhere between 14 and 16,000. Does everybody see that? Your volume would be somewhere between 14 and 16,000. If you chose an x value of 24, your volume would be 0. Okay, so I've answered that there. Explain the significance of point A, B and C. Well, A is your maximum volume. Everybody got that? The value of x that gives you the largest volume of a box. Your B value is the point at which your box doesn't exist because it has no volume. And your C value is another point at which exists where you have no volume because you haven't made a box yet. There's no x value, so you didn't make a box yet. Done. Estimate from the graph the maximum volume. Okay, interesting. Let's do this. Okay, let's go across. What do you reckon? 16,100, 16,200? Is there a way we can cheat? Table function. And if you put into the table function, what did we say it was? 8x on the outside, wasn't it? And x minus 24 and x minus 24. 0 to, what was it, 30? Hopefully you have enough range error. 0 to 25 we'll start off with and see what happens. Okay, keep going. Where's your maximum range? It's around 8, isn't it? Is that what it has on the book? How do I find the maximum volume exactly, can anybody tell me? What could I do between 7 and 9? Yeah, I could go again. 7, 9, step of point 1. Let's go again. Where is it? That one. Nope. Nope, that one. Nope, that one. Nope. Nope. There it is. It is actually 8 on the money. So 8 is your maximum. And 8 is 16,000. You'll say 16,400, believe it or not. Because you won't be able to round. You will know it's 384. Is that alright? Cool. Find the volume of the box when x equals 10. What does that mean? Is this from the graph as well? Or put into the formula? You could put into the formula, couldn't you? 8 times 10. 10 take away 24 by 10 take away 24. But you already know the answer, don't you? Oh, sorry. Just read off where 10 is. 10 is 15,680. It is decided that you should go from 0 to 5. What's the maximum volume possible? 0 to 5, what do you reckon? What do we think? Do we even need to estimate it? Nope. 14,440. You can just calculate it. If x is in between 5 and 15, what is the minimum volume? In between 5 and 15. 5 is here and 15 is here. I think 15 is going to be the minimum volume, do you? So just check up what 15 is. 9,720. These answers you got, Tom? Yeah. Okay, finally. You said there was another question, did you, Aaron?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. The external surface area of the box can be given by the following formula. Find the values of A, B and C. No bother, Aaron. I'm going to go back to my diagram from earlier. See, everybody sees this diagram here? Okay. This is what we used at the very start of the question. And what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to take a picture. Current page. Going to make it considerably smaller than it currently is, without warping the shape too much. Alright, going to bring that with me. Going to lob it here. Alright. How do you get surface area, lads? What's the surface area of the front face? It's x multiplied by 48 minus 2x. How many sides is there that's equal to the black side? Area wise. The front and the back are the same size, aren't they? So it's, would you multiply that by 2 to get 2x into 48 minus 2x? Okay? Now let's go left and right. Louis, what do you reckon about the left and right? What size are the ones on the left and the ones on the right? These ones here. No, they're not. Yes, but what's their area?
2
Yeah, individually it's x times 96 minus 4x, but because there's two of them, it's going to be 2x 96 minus 4x. Is that okay with you guys? Alright, make sure you have your maths on, lads. Next one. What about the top and the bottom? The very top and the very bottom, what do you reckon? Oh, it's an open box. It says open box at the very beginning. So just one of them, isn't it? So what is it? It's 48 minus 2x and, anybody? Yeah, this is going to get difficult now. Do you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to multiply all these out more than likely. Or will I? Actually, no, we won't. We won't. Have to add them all together though, don't I? Aye. Two ways to do this. You can multiply them. You can multiply them all out, add them all together, and then factorize them back into their original form. Is that alright? Second way of doing it. Actually, do you know what? We're gonna do it the easy way, aren't we? We're gonna do it the long way. To be honest, in an exam you wouldn't be doing anything fancy. So what's the point? All right. 96x minus 4x. Kill with that. Next one. 192x minus this one here. What's 98 times 48? 96 times 48? 4,600 and what? 8. 96 times 2 is 192 times x, and then 4 times that. Also 192 times x, yeah? And then the last part. Yes. Thanks, Charlie. Gonna add all them together, aren't I? How many x squareds will I have? Alright. How many x's will I have? 96 plus 192. Take away 192 twice. Yeah. And finally 4,608. Alright. What number divides into all of them? I'm guessing 4. Even, we'll take out minus 4. And what's left over when I take out minus 4? Minus plus 24. And then over here? 1156. 1152. Alright. I'm going to have to factorise 1152. Alright? Or I'm going to have to do the minus b formula. Take your choice. I think the minus b formula. Does anybody have the answers from the minus b formula? Oh yeah. Tom, do you have the answer from the minus b formula for that?
No, I factorised it.
Do you factorise it? What two factors did you use?
48 minus 24.
Yeah, good man. Why not? He's just on fire today. Is everybody happy with 48 and 24? They multiply to give you 1152. Right? So it's minus 4 into x minus 48.
But it's plus 48 minus 24.
And all the opposite way around. Thanks. Does that match the description of our answer? Not really. They want a minus x, don't they? So what should I do? I can multiply back in by... It's hard to know which one's meant to be which though, isn't it? So in effect it's not a great question. It's not a good question at all. But look, I'll just multiply in by minus and I'll say 4 times minus x minus 48. Yeah, the a, b and c values are a bit ropey here. So I could say a is 4. B is what? Anybody? B is minus 48 because it's in the same bracket as the minus x. And C is? Anybody? Yeah, but somebody else could have the B and C value mixed around differently. That's acceptable answer as well because they don't specify. So that's it done. Best of luck tomorrow in your exam. I'll hopefully